So this is the part two of your parenting webinar today. And I wanted to bring these two really special testimonies to you. I want you to see the benefits of applying these strategies and methods to your life and seeing the direct effect of how it will impact and can impact your family. So this testimonial is from Cynthia, mom of three. Okay, she's a working mother of three. She's here within the United States. Renee has helped me to improve my children's behavior by teaching me how to set rules and consequences for my household. And one of the biggest issues that I've been struggling with was rudeness and disobedience from my oldest son. I struggled with getting him to listen to me, and I always tried to help him make wiser choices for his life. Through Renee's coaching, I've learned how to better communicate with my children more effectively. Now that same son is more compliant and less argumentative. He has even began excelling in school. So now his brother is also being more obedient too. And I've also learned how to set limits for his weekly TV time. Remember those boundaries we talked about. And now he's only getting to watch 1 hour of TV a day instead of watching all night. Honestly, I didn't think I could do this, but I am. I'm so thankful for Renee and how much she's helped me and my family. So I remember the struggles that Cynthia was having, and I'm so happy that she reached out to me and gave me this testimony because this it just warms my heart when I see that I help after I help a mother and I give her those strategies and methods that she needs for her situation, and I see her overcome that situation, and I see her flourish, and I see her family flourish. This really touches my heart, and this is why I became a coach. This is some more client love. This is Misty. She's a working mother of two. I'm working single mother of two. So any of you single moms watching this isn't going to encourage you, right? Mrs. Renee has been such a blessing to my family and I. As a single mother of two, I struggled with home and work-life balance. Are any of you struggling with home and work-life balance, moms? As a result, I noticed more tantrums and bickering from my children. Thankfully, because of Renee's expertise in coaching, we were able to discover the cause of the bickering was due to my children desiring quality time with me. Remember, we talked about that within this webinar. That was one of the things we addressed. Renee taught me how to set aside time for each one of my children and give them my undivided attention. My children began to thrive and are eager to finish their chores so they can get more time with mommy, actually. So thank you for your genuine concern and willingness to help moms like myself. I appreciate all that you've done for my family. And actually, Misty is someone that is really dear to my heart. All of my clients mean a lot to me, but Misty, she did have her struggles in the areas of dealing with disobedience from her children, like a lot of us mothers do. But just to see her overcome that and overcome her challenges again, it's helped her become more empowered, even in her parenting journey as well. And this is what I want to do for you. I want to teach you how to gain and maintain results from this webinar. Ladies, in order to gain and maintain results from this webinar, you have to carefully follow the methods and strategies taught within this webinar. You may not apply every strategy and every method because you may see some don't work for you. But honestly, if you want to get the most results out of this webinar and you want to see the most results in your life, I do encourage you to apply every single strategy and every single method that was shared with in this webinar and reach out to me and let me know your progress, moms. Remain consistent in your application, even in times of frustration. Mom, I know that we can get frustrated and tired and weary, right, in our own lives and even in this parenting journey. Because along this path, we're not just dealing with our own issues, but we're dealing with our children's issues, right? But even in the times of frustration, I want you to strive and make up your mind and be determined and consistently applying these strategies and methods to your life because you want to see growth. You want to see yourself overcoming these issues, right? And not that these issues will never happen again and you'll never have to deal with them and they'll completely go away, but it's that you can learn how to overcome them and you can face them with confidence. And lastly, be consistently mindful of the desire that you have for your child to be more obedient. A desire will drive you, mom. So when you see that you're getting distracted from applying these strategies or any one of these methods, remember to go back to that journal or that place where you wrote down all of the different methods that I gave to you today and make sure that you are doing this, right? If you're interested in me providing you a checkoff list, if this is something that is requested, I can definitely form that for you, and it can be a PDF file to where I provide you with a checkoff list, a weekly checkoff list to help you track your progress, right? So go ahead and email me or DM me through Facebook if you are interested in that. Okay, moms? Lastly, moms, if you want to work with me, DM me at Renee Joel PDP Coaching. I offer you tech support, one-on-one strategy sessions, interactive workshops, mini group sessions, accountability support, and in-person behavioral assessment. I think I touched on this a little earlier on in the webinar, but basically the in-person behavioral assessment is extremely important. And this is something that really will help you get a lot of in-depth understanding of what is going on with your child. So instead of you basically doing the assessment on your own, I would be able to be there and do it for you and go through what my observations with you, what I'm observing. And basically, you would just go about your day as you normally would. We will section off a certain amount of time that you are available, and we will schedule an appointment to where I can come and observe you and your children in your element, in your natural element. You go about life as if I'm not even there. And I'm just making observations, not judgments, mom, observations. And this is to help you get to where you want to be as far as helping you to hone down on the behavior, the root cause of the behavior of why your child is misbehaving. A lot of moms may find it difficult to do that assessment on their own, to do that observation on their own because of just dealing with everything moms deal with, right? But this in-person behavioral assessment would definitely have to be even more than one time. So it'd probably be over a course of 2 or 3 sessions. But this would be able to help you to see where you should start first, what should be your first step in dealing with the issue. And if you feel like you can go ahead and just begin on your own, begin to apply these strategies and methods away within that second session, that's great, mom. But if you feel like you need a third session because you still don't know the root cause of what is triggering your child's behavior, then I can go ahead and add another session to that, a behavioral assessment. But definitely, it's going to take 2 parts, me coming and doing that in-person behavioral assessment, and you also going in and working with them, asking them questions, and sending me any other information that you want to send me as far as things that you've learned, right, since our last session, anything that you've learned from your child, any new information that you've learned. Maybe they're dealing with a new situation that they opened up to you about, right? And we can begin to work together on seeing how we can get your child in a stronger mental state, a stronger emotional state, to where they can begin to correct that behavior, right? Of course, all these services are paid services. So these are services you have to pay for. The one-on-one strategy sessions are one-on-one coaching sessions with myself, going through the best strategies that we can form together through brainstorming how to deal with the issue that you're going through. Some parents are not dealing with disobedient children. Some parents are dealing with disorganization in their household. And also the interactive workshops as well are basically what it says, interactive. You will be involved. You will be working with another team member, another mom. And I do set up accountability partners, and the mini groups are basically groups between 3 and 8, where those moms come together. I teach them a certain topic, and then we begin to talk about a certain issue, right, that we are covering that day. And it can range in many different areas. You know, with parenting, we deal with so many different areas within parenting, right? It can be food prep, meal planning. It can be all these different topics, range from all the different issues that mothers deal with, even feeling insecure as a parent, as far as in your role as a parent, setting boundaries and rules, how to be consistent in that, all these different areas, moms. So these mini groups, we'll be discussing different topics. There'll be one topic for that session, and it'll be a small group so we can really be more intimate, because some people may want to open up and share testimonies and issues they're having, and we want that group to be intimate, right? So moms, this concludes our part 2 of the webinar. I hope this was a little easier for you to take in since it was 2 parts. Of course, you can go back and rewind any parts that you need to listen to again. Make sure you did take your notes, mom, because like these moms that you heard about that had these awesome testimonies, they were only able to get those testimonies because they were consistent in applying those strategies that I shared with them, okay? So I want the same for you, and I want to hear about your progress. So, ladies, again, this is Renee Joel, your parenting coach. I was so excited to come to you today with this webinar, and I want you to do well in your journey, and I'm here to support you, moms.